All right, everybody, just about ready to lift this thing back up out of here, hopefully for the last time. Got everything undone off the engine. It's sitting on the mounts. I got to get underneath and unbolt the transfer case and the transfer case mount, and then I'll be able to pick this thing up and out of there. I'm really torn on mess around with painting it or get it together and start having fun with it. Plus, I don't really have any paint, so I would have to buy some. So it's probably gonna get squirted off with like some gunk and then shoved back in. Whatever. I just want to drive the thing. It's not a show truck. Look at it. It's ugly as hell. Who cares if the engine's clean and painted? That's silly. What do I need to paint it for? The engine matches the truck. We're leaving it as is. I'll spray it off so it seals right the way it's supposed to, but that's it. Woo! All right, everybody. She's out. Pretty painless. Didn't fight me. Everything went pretty smoothly. So, I'm going to separate the transmission from the engine. Get my torque converter out. I'll show you guys that. I'm pretty pumped about that. And then get it put back together and put back in. This is going faster than I thought, so hopefully I'll have this thing sitting back in there tonight. We're gonna open up my torque converter here. I got this torque converter from Ryan Jans, Florida Torque Converter. He was super easy to work with. I actually reached out to him through Facebook Messenger. He was super responsive. Got back to me right away, got all the details of my build, and gave me a couple recommendations. And then I picked the option that I thought was going to work best based on his information and his recommendation, and he got it shipped out to me. Custom built torque converter, designed for this truck, the weight that it'll be at when I'm running it, and yeah, man, should be good to go. If you've never put a new torque converter into a transmission before, it's important that you fill the torque converter with ATF before you install it. So yeah, I'm gonna get this thing the rest of the way out of the box. It looks super sweet. And then fill it up with fluid, stick it on the nose of the transmission, make sure I have bolts that are the right thread pitch and length to get it bolted to the flywheel, and then get this puppy on there. All right, got my measurement for my bolts. So I know what I need to get. Now I'm going to stick this thing in here. So if you've never installed a torque converter before, you're listening for three distinct, I don't know better how to describe it than three distinct clunks. That's how you know that you've got it seated all the way in where it belongs. So make sure there's no schmutz or anything on my splines here. I got my converter nice and full. So it goes in. And it helps to spin it. Whoa. There we go. All the way in. Yep, definitely all the way in because it's spinning the pump. Pumping ATF out of it. Making a mess. Okay, so now I can mate this baby back up to the transmission. I'm going to smear a little bit of anti-seize on the dowel pins. Cool. That torque converter in there made a big difference on the weight balance. I got the transmission bolted back to the engine. Hopefully that's the last time I'll ever have to take those apart. Let's get it shoved back in the truck. Ladies and gentlemen, engine, transmission, and transfer case are back in where they belong, sitting on their own mounts, hopefully for the final time. It's about 11 o'clock at night. I got on a roll and wanted to get it to this point. It's here. I'm happy. I'm going to call it a day, end the night on a positive note, and wrap it up for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully maybe I taught you something. Make sure you give a like if you got anything out of it. Leave a comment if you have any questions. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any updates. It also helps me out with the channel. Looking forward to keeping going on this thing, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.